Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Jordan coming to you by remote. How is everyone doing? I just want to start building my content on YouTube and share with you what we do at Dr. Jordan's tutoring service as it relates to building our students' fluency and the basic mathematical skills. So we always start off with the lesson with Minute Math, okay? And you can get these Minute Math books as it relates to, I'm talking to teachers or parents as well. We used to get them at the teacher store, but now you can just order them online through Amazon, and it just put in Minute Math. And whatever grade band your kiddos are at, then you can go ahead and do that. This one is at the 8th grade, but I teach from 4th through 8th, so I have them all the way from 4th through 8th grade. So we'll get started. Generally, what I do is I allow the students to read the questions first, okay? I give them 2 minutes to go over the problems and read the questions, and just 2 minutes to do as much as they can. And then we'll start and I'll call on the student. Okay. So even though I don't have a student, it's just like a mock lesson. So I'll have one of the students read. The Gigantosaurus weighs 2 3/10 times 10 to the fourth pounds. How many pounds is this? Again, how many pounds is this? So the students, they all have whiteboards, so they will get on their board and they would know, they would write 2 3/10 times 10 to the fourth power. Okay. Now we're multiplying by base 10 numbers. Base 10s are like 10, 100,000. Here's 10 to the fourth power, so that would be 10,000. And so you're multiplying 2 3/10 times 10,000. Well, my students know them because I've taught them the basic rules. Whenever you multiply times to base 10, you're going to move the decimal how many times the exponent tells you, in this case, 4. So I'm going to write it down here so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to remove that 1, 2, 3, 4. And whenever you see these little upside down humps, you put the 0 in. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put our comma in, go to the end of the number, 1, 2, 3. So therefore the answer would be 23,000. So the answer here would be 23,000. Okay, here the students again would read, and it'll be 4 in parentheses, or they can say 4 times in parentheses 6/10 plus 6/10. Based on order of operation, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, they would know to actually add, but do what's inside the parentheses first. So 6/10 plus 6/10, they know to, when they add decimals, they're to add, make sure the numbers are aligned by their place value. This is in the 10th, make sure that's in the 10th, this is in the 1, and so on. And make sure that the decimals are aligned. 6 plus 6 is 12, so you bring that at 2, and you carry that 1, and then just bring that back. So 1 and 2/10. I'm going to bring that over here. 1 and 2/10 times 4. Okay, we can do the rectangular method and take out the decimal, or they can do the traditional way, is 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. Let's put that decimal back in. You look at the decimal. How many numbers are behind the decimal? Just 1. So you go in at the end of that number, you're going to go to the left once. So that answer right here would be 4 and 8/10. Okay. The next one, write 59, 10, 100,000, 10,000s, 59, 10,000 in scientific notation. Scientific notation, just another way to write a number. But the rules go, the first number has to be a number between 1 to 9. So they got to look at this number here, 59 10,000s. And how can we rewrite that number where it'll be a number between 1 through 9? So they would know that it'll be 5 and 9/10. I put the decimal after the 5 because 5 and 9/10 is a number between 1 through 9. And then they're going to say times 10 to what power? Okay. Here, the number is getting smaller and not bigger. So whenever the number is getting smaller and not bigger, either we're doing two things as it deals with operations. Either we're dividing or we are multiplying. In this case, we're going to divide. So here you're going to put a negative. That lets us know that we're dividing. And how many places will it take to reach the decimal that's here? 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, just to make sure. So it'll be 10 to the negative 3 power. Okay. Here they want us to rewrite A times B times C times A times B, using exponents. So we're going to do A. And how many A's are there? 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be A to the third power. times b to the second power times c. So that would be the answer there. Here we have 7 over 20, and they want us to make that into a percent. In order to do that, we know, or the students have been taught, percent means what? Out of 100. So we can put this out of 100. 20 times what will give you 100? Give us 5. Then whatever we do for the denominator, we have to do for the numerator. And 7 times 5 is 35. Therefore, 7 over 20 is 35%. Okay? Here, we're going to do, again, this is eighth grade minute math. So, and they're starting a little pre-algebra. So here we have 8 to the 8th power divided by 8 to the 3rd power. Whenever we're dividing, we have an exponents, and we have the same base number. We keep the base number, and we're dividing. So with the exponents, we will subtract. 8 minus 3 would be 5, so it'll be 8 to the 5th power. So yeah, 8 to the 5th power. Number 7, let me move this a little bit so we can keep going. Okay, so we'll do 8 minus 6 in parentheses to the negative 2 power. So 8 minus 6 is 2, and that'll be to the negative 2 power. And when we're doing with our exponents, that actually means to divide. So we're going to say 1 to the second power, which would equal 1 to the 4th power. Okay. The last one says 24 equals 2 to the 3rd power equals 3. Well, we got our 24. What is 2 to the 3rd power? That's not 6. You know what I'm saying? I have to let my kiddos know several times, even though we've done this multiple times. But hey, that's what it's all about, repetition. That's why I love the minute math, because we're doing it over and over and over in different forms. So, okay, so 2 to the 3rd power means 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So we got our 8. And then we're going to multiply that 8 times 3, which will give us 24. So therefore, this number sentence is true. Okay, here we go. If A equals 10 and B equals 2. So all this is, here you have variables, A and B. And whenever you see that in this form over here, it's just substitute. So we're going to say 10. I can bring that over here. 10 divided by 2 times, what is B again? 2. So 10 divided by 2 is what? 5, and 5 times 2 is 10. Or we could have just put this over 1, cancel these out, and now it gave us 10. Either or. Okay. And then last but not least, all the following mean to multiply except what? Well, we know 6, whenever you have a variable next to it, that means to multiply. 6 in parentheses x, whenever you have a number on the outside of parentheses, that means to multiply. 6 times x means to multiply as well, And then x divided by 6, or x over 6, that is not multiplying, that is division. And then here, whenever you have two parentheses together, that means to multiply as well, and 6 times x. So therefore, C would be the one that does not mean to multiply. Again, thank you. I will be building my content on YouTube with the Minute Math. Again, I'm starting with the 8th grade, and we'll be doing that. And then I'll start at another grade level when I'm done with that. Until next time, peace, love, and hair grease, my beautiful people. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.